Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cassandra, also known as the Prosperous Heart, and I am just so passionate about empowering others for success, whether that is for um, by teaching people breaking down technology such as digital marketing or programming into easy to understand bite-sized pieces. Maybe it's introducing you to someone that might be able to help you along your journey. I just really get jazzed up about being able to empower others. And so thank you for spending time with me here today. Got a quick question for you. Curious, how do you get an interview, right? There are a lot of people looking for jobs right now, and it doesn't matter where you go, but the very first step is that you have to be seen, right? That's kind of a given, but there are so many people out there looking for jobs right now. How are you seen? How can you stand out? Maybe you've applied a lot of places, but you're not really sure why your resume is declined. In this video, I'm going to share a simple way to get a recruiter to give your resume a second look, and it will further reveal how to get that interview. Now, I am definitely no Adam Karpiak, right? I'm not a recruiter. I'm not a professional resume writer. I am simply a software engineer and a developer advocate who is also currently on my journey looking for my next role. And so I'm going through a similar process that thousands, if not millions or even billions of people are looking to do right now, which is find a job, which is get that interview. And so I want to share with you some of the secrets that I've been using to help me get interviews with some companies that I'm actually really excited to work with. So, quick story. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a developer advocate. I am a Python developer, trainer. I do a lot of work in sharing my knowledge and improving my own skill sets, right? Um, and so I've been looking for roles that are in alignment with those skill sets that I've been developing over the years. And developer advocate to technical evangelism, right? Some of these keywords that you may not have heard before, these are all roles that really resonate with what I want to do with my life and how I want to give back and support other developers. And so I've been looking for roles along those lines, and I found a company that looked amazing. I'd never heard of them before, so I had to do my research, had to see if it was a company that I might want to get involved with, and they seemed awesome. I read the job description a little bit better. The pay was right. The benefits were great. Just it was amazing. I was like, this is written for me. The skill set, what they're looking for, this is great. So I applied through LinkedIn. I don't, if you didn't know this, there's like an amazing search that you can actually do through like salaries, and it's just great. I'll do a training on it if you're interested. But I went through LinkedIn job search and did the easy apply because that was what was the option. And with Easy Apply, you have the ability to like store your resume and have one that's sent out to all the companies that you want to apply to. Now, many recruiters say you should tailor it to each company, which I totally agree with. But if you have, if you're just trying to do massive ones and you have one that's like a general, here are all the highlights and still fit in like whatever all the recruiters tell you to do, then you can do it that way, which is why it's Easy Apply. It's supposed to be easy. So I applied. I filled out whatever information they asked for, and I don't remember exactly how long it took to get a response, but I saw that it was opened, and sometime later, I saw that I was declined even an interview, and I was shocked. I was like, this looked like it was written for me. This is, my background is exactly what it seems like they're looking for. Oh, well, I guess, and I was just kind of bummed about it, but I kept looking for other roles, right? I didn't let that stop me. But it really something that a mentor of mine, I'm sure has said, and I've actually talked with her recently, so I know that she said it. But Lauren Hassan, she is the creator of Developer. If you haven't heard about it, anyway, she promotes some amazing information about how to get hired, about how to negotiate your salary, and things like that. But one of the things that she has shared before is that, excuse me, is that don't don't take no for an answer. That's not like exactly what she said, but basically, you know, reach out. And she actually said to reach out anyway, even if they did want to see me for that first interview, because you can learn a lot from the people who are looking to hire. You can find out, hey, this is what some skill sets that would be helpful for in the long run, but you won't know unless you ask. So I contacted the recruiter because I saw another job opening for the exact same role, exact same description. And I reached out and I said, hey, I applied a few days ago and I was declined. And I was curious if you were open to sharing what about my resume, either, I can't remember exactly the right phrasing, not put off, but wasn't in alignment with what you're looking for. And they responded and they were like, hey, thanks so much for contacting me. I took another look at your resume and you look great. I would love to put you in a connection with the head recruiter for this position. And I did, and I got to talk to them. And so I got that first interview with the recruiter. And so if I hadn't stepped out of my comfort zone and just taken the loss or whatever, I never would have known that, oh, probably it was like an automated system that turned me down, or maybe something about my own resume initially at first glance just turned whoever it was off. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But the point is that instead of just, licking my wounds and trying to find another job or whatever, I went and asked. And if I didn't ask, I wouldn't have known, hey, we do want to talk to you about this position. Or if there was something missing, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to know what skill set to grow with, what else to change about my resume, perhaps, because a lot of recruiters do want to help, right? Recruiting is a helping profession. Yes, they get paid to help people find work, but they get paid to help people find work. So if they can connect with you, create that connection, create that relationship with you, and tell you, hey, here's how to improve your resume, when they next find a role that would be in alignment with what you're looking for, then you've kind of made that again, that relationship, that connection, so you can then reach out when you're looking, or vice versa. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you get declined, ask why. Be nice about it and say, hey, I'm just, come at it from an approach of, I'd like to learn how to improve myself, right? Because remember that you can't get what you don't ask for. And a lot of times I've known so many people who are so afraid to ask. What's the worst that can happen? They don't answer, they block you. Like, what, right? So ask. Just ask. You never know if you're going to get that second glance at your resume, which is the first step to getting that interview. So thank you so much for joining me today. If that was helpful for you, please let me know, either as a response to this on whatever platform you're seeing this on, or if you're on my blog, leave a comment. But be sure to check out my blog, which is prosperousheart.com, right here, for more tips like this. Again, I am passionate about empowering people just like you for success, whether it's sharing tips like this on what I'm learning in my journey, or breaking down technology into easy to understand bite-sized pieces. I want to help and share my knowledge to maybe help you jump over a learning curve and get you to where you want to be faster. So if you would like to, excuse me, learn how to work with me as a client or a student, then be sure to check out the contact me section on my site, resume.processheart.com. And yeah, so let's connect. Thank you again so much for being here today. I really appreciate your time. You could have been anywhere else. And so I appreciate you spending your time and energy here. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day. Bye.